Welcome to another segment of ACRP TV. Today, our spotlight is on ACRP's Diversity Advisory Council, and we're talking to some leaders in the field about their own career paths. Today, we've got Adrelia with us, who's the Director of Clinical Trial Patient Diversity at Merck Research Labs. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
And thank you for having me, Michael.
Let's talk first about, you're doing some cool stuff at Merck, but I'd love to hear about how you got into this field in the first place.
And Michael, that's a great question. My entry into clinical trial operations did not occur as a plan that I had set out to know that that's where destiny was taking me. I actually started out in the pharmaceutical industry as a pharmaceutical sales rep. I am a pharmacist by trade and education, and was very interested into entering into the pharmaceutical industry, but just didn't know how to make that entry. So I did enter through sales and was a sales rep. And through my entry into the pharmaceutical industry, I was able to then begin exploring the opportunities that would be available to leverage my degree in pharmacy and even expand and transfer those skills to other opportunities. And so there became an opportunity in my local area. They were looking for clinical research associates. And again, I had no experience, but did go through and complete training to become a clinical research associate and monitored trials. And, from that entry, I actually loved the opportunity to be exposed to how we bring drugs to market and conducting that with the research sites and making sure that the trials are conducted safely and in a proper way so that our patients are safe, and we also get the trial data that we need to ensure that drugs are brought to the market in a safe manner.
Now, obviously, you're thriving in your career. It's all worked out well, but if it's any consolation, almost every time I ask somebody how they entered this field, they start off with a variation of, well, it really wasn't a planned path. It really wasn't. So that's one of the things about this industry. People enter it so many different ways. So you're in the position now, and this is very admirable of you to be, giving back to this industry and paying it forward maybe at the same time. But you're now part of ACRP's Diversity Advisory Council that was formed just a few months back. I know you guys have had a few meetings and there's a few things cooking. But if you could talk about why this Diversity Advisory Council is so important right now.
Michael, with the time of where we are in our country and, ensuring that disparities and even opportunities are made available to all people, I think the Diversity Advisory Council is, really a beacon of light of helping us to move in the right direction. And as I've shared, the opportunities for clinical research are not made available to everyone. So through the council, I'm hoping and looking forward to how we'll be able to take our shared experiences and be able to venture out and make the information known and provide greater exposure to others so that they too will consider a career in clinical trial operations. And again, it is more about being greater exposure, greater availability, so that others will know, oh, that's an interesting career path, and that's something that I would like to be a part of and consider.
That's wonderful. It is such a great career. Well, we're going to circle back with you in a couple months and see how your progress is going, what you guys have been accomplishing. I know there's some really great ideas on the books, and I know some things are in the works. So we really appreciate your time here and your participation on the Diversity Advisory Council. This has been our ACRP TV Spotlight on ACRP's Diversity Advisory Council. We've been speaking with Adrelia, who's the Director of Clinical Trial Patient Diversity for Merck Research Labs. Thank you again for joining us so much and for everything you're doing out there in the field.
And thank you again for having me.